Talib radiallahu anhu. So he is the grandson of Ali ibn Abi Talib. He is the son of Hussein. And he is the great-grandson of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is known as Zayn al-Abidin, the adornment of the worshipper. He is also known as As-Sajjad, the one who is oft prostrate. He was born in Medina, the year 38 Hijr. And his mother is from Persia. It is reported that she's from Persian royalty. He was very knowledgeable. He was a remarkable worshiper, and he had a lot of humility. He was a very humble man. He was giving food to the poor and the orphans, and he was doing it secretly. And no one knew, who was putting the food at the doors of the orphans and the poor families until he died. When he died, the food stopped. So they knew that it was Zayn al-Abidin, it was Ali ibn Hussein. And also it is reported that when they were washing him, they saw some marks on his back, from the ropes from holding the sacks, the bags of food that he was giving to the poor. So he was giving the charity, doing good deeds, but doing it secretly because he only did it in the cause of Allah. And he applied the hadith of his great-grandfather, Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he said, رَجُلٌ تَصَدَّقَ بِصَدَقَةٍ فَأَخْفَاهَا حَتَّى لَا تَعْلَمَ شِمَالُهُ مَا أَنْفَقَتْ يَمِينُهُ. This is one of the types of people that will be shaded by the shade of Allah on the Day of Judgment. A man who gives charity a lot, so much so that his left hand doesn't know what his right hand spent. He was also, in addition to being very knowledgeable and a remarkable worshiper, he had a lot of humility. He was a very humble man. It is reported that one time a man came and he started, saying bad things, not so pleasant things to him. And he didn't say anything. So afterwards, he went to the home of that man, and he told him, if what you said about me is true, may Allah forgive you. And if what he said is not true, then may Allah forgive you. Imagine, this is a remarkable scholar, remarkable worshiper. He is a descendant of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Zuhri said that he is أفضل ما في قريش. أفضل ما في قريش علي بن Hussein. He is the best of Quraysh. As we all know, Quraysh is the best tribe. And he is the best of Quraysh. So this man, radiallahu anhu, is the best of the best. But there's no arrogance. A man comes to him and starts cussing him, says unpleasant things to him, is very, very, very humble. And he controls himself. And he applied the hadith of his great-grandfather, Messenger of Allah, where he said, إِنَّمَا الشَّدِيدُ, the one who is strong is the one who controls himself during anger. When there's anger, he controls himself. And that is the true meaning of being strong. Not retaliation, but controlling yourself. One of the main incident that happened during his lifetime is Karbala. The incident of Karbala, where his father, Hussein, was martyred, where he was killed unjustly. And by the way, the Messenger of Allah knew about this. He knew that Hussein was going to be killed. And an angel actually gave him some of the dirt of the land where Hussein was going to be killed. So the Messenger of Allah knew about this. So this incident had a very big impact on Ali Zayn al-Abidin, but it didn't make him bitter, and it didn't make him, it didn't let him kind of be overtaken by anger, but instead he turned to knowledge and worshiping and service to people. So his knowledge was accompanied with worship, And his worship was accompanied with humility. And his humility was accompanied with service to people. And this is really the model of Islam, where you have all of the basic elements. You have the knowledge, you're using that knowledge in a way that's pleasing to Allah. You're not arrogant, you're humble, you have humility with people, and you are of benefit and you are of service to people. So he was a remarkable man. It is reported that on his deathbed, he was crying. So his son, Abu Ja'far, Muhammad al-Baqir, he was the father of Ja'far al-Sadiq, who we spoke about the other night. He told him, "Ma yubkika ya abati?" Why are you crying, O father? He said, "Ya bunay, innahu idha kana yawm al-qiyamah, lam yakun malakun muqarrab wala nabiyyun mursal illa kana lillahi fihi mashi'ah." He said, "Oh my son, when it is the day of judgment, there is no close angel or a sent prophet except that Allah's will apply to them. In sha'a adaba wa in sha'a ghafara. If he wills, he will punish him, and if he wills, he will forgive. This is a descendant of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Messenger of Allah said in a hadith that whoever loves Al-Hasan and Hussein, then they love me. So, we need to love them because the Messenger of Allah loved his grandkids. He's saying that he's fearful. And it is reported that he was praying 1,000 rak'ahs every day. But yet he is fearful of that one day. So if a man of this stature is that afraid, how about us? We also need to be afraid, and we need to be more afraid of that day. And it is a motivation for us to prepare